Okay, today we are going to be entering a little deeper into the past tense in Spanish grammar. We have introduced these concepts before, but today we're going to be working a little more into putting all those together. But this is a short review of the three different type of verbs that finish in AR, finish in ER, and in IR. Now, when we talk about past tense, all conjugations finish with an accent at the end, like preparar, which is to prepare. Yo preparé. So this is where in Spanish the sounds indicate as well the tense or the type of time that we are talking, if it's present time or present tense or past tense. So preparé, yo preparé, because finish in AR. If it was hablar, I would say yo hablé. If it's finished, if it's a trabajar, I would say yo trabajé. Now, the ones that finish in ER, finish in E, the sound E. Comer, to eat. Yo comí. Yo comí. And vivir in IR is the same. Yo viví. So, in first person, in past tense, it's gonna sound either with E at the end or with E at the end. So if you hear the sentence yo vi televisión is talking about I watch television. Or if you say the verb correr, which is to run, you say ayer yo corrí 2 millas. Yesterday I run 2 miles. So for the first person, it's either E or E. So when you are telling a story of something that you did yesterday, then you can now make this change. Let's say the verb cocinar, which is to cook. The question is, how do you say I, remember, cocinar, finishing AR. So how do you say I cook a delicious meal yesterday? So you would say yo cociné una comida deliciosa. Deliciosa, la comida, meal, comida, meal, deliciosa, delicious. Um, pensar, yo pensé, I thought, yo pensé ir ayer. I thought about going yesterday. So that's for the first person. Now, for the second person is aste or iste. If you can see here, is aste or iste. So we have aste. Let me just make it in red. Or iste. So when you are asking someone about something that you want to know about something that the person did, you in the past you will have to say if it's finished aste or iste. For example, estudiar. If you ask someone, did you study yesterday? Then you are gonna say, ¿estudiaste ayer? Did you study yesterday? ¿Estudiaste ayer? O comer. Comer in past tense, say, comiste. So if you're gonna ask, what did you eat yesterday? You're gonna say, ¿qué comiste ayer? ¿Qué comiste ayer? Vivir. ¿Viviste? Did you live in Argentina? ¿Tú viviste en Argentina? ¿Tú viviste en Latinoamérica? Same as venir, which is to come. Tú veniste. So remember, aste or iste. Now, in third person, when you talk about a third person, this section becomes a little bit easier because when you're talking about third person, regardless if it's AR or ER, it finishes in the same O. And the ones that finish in ER, like this here, we will finish as yo. So So, preparar, preparó. If I say, who prepared the food? I would say, ¿quién preparó la comida? If you say, who ate the food? Because comer is ate. ¿Quién comió la comida? If you say, who lived in Florida? ¿Quién vivió en la Florida? Now, then the next two groups is for we. When we are included, we, nosotros, the same verb preparar, finishing in amos or imos. Fortunately, these two are always together. Those are the same. So, for example, if you say, we prepare a good lunch, nosotros preparamos una buena comida. Y nosotros comimos una buena comida. Remember that in Latin American Spanish, we don't use vosotros and vosotras. In Spain, it's very common to use. This is a form of you all. But in Spanish, we put those two together, you all and they all. We conjugate it in the same way. So Aaron and hieron would be the last two. When you hear it as finishing in Aaron or finishing in hieron, is because it's in past tense, referring to you all or they all. So, for example, if you say, did you all prepare the food? Ustedes prepararon la comida. O ellos prepararon la comida. Ellos comieron. Ellos vivieron. So, in general, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 different conjugations that we need to start now mastering and recognizing it when you listen to it. Okay, so we are going to move on to the exercise, to the following exercise. Okay, so in here we got 10 sentences and we need to convert these sentences to past tense. So in the example, Martín ver una película, because ver is er, so that would be io, like this, io. Okay, so we got that Martín vio una película sobre la República Dominicana. Sobre is about Dominican Republic. Martín watched or saw a movie about Dominican Republic. Now, this first one is a little bit interesting because quedarte is pretty much a reflexive verb. So the ending word that should guide us is the AR here. So we are going to be talking about tú te, you got to put the te before tú te, quedaste, because it's quedar. And remember that the second person sounds in aste. And again, second person, aste. Tú te quedaste. So I'm explaining those two. En tu casa viendo televisión. You stayed, quedarse o quedarte, is to stay, to remain, to stay at home. Tú te quedaste at your house watching television. Okay, now conseguir, ER. If you refer for every sentence to this table that we have here in page 206, it's going to guide you to answer each sentence in the best way. Usted consiguió, third person. I'm sorry, you, second person. But the second person, oh, these guys are putting all the sections at first, because this is the usted is the formal way, and when we use the formal way in the second person, which is not that common in Spanish, at least in this textbook, but we treat it as a third person. So you have to say, usted consiguió un regalo para un amigo. Okay, tocar, to play el piano, and ka, ke, ki, ko, ku. Ka, ke, ki, right? Ko and ku. So tocar, yo toqué, ka, ke, ki. So you have to use the form of QU when you are now doing this answer. And again, another interesting thing to consider. Tocar el piano. Yo toqué el piano. Okay, this is a little more common. Nosotras. We, in this case, is we female. Nosotras, we met. Conocer. Unos chicos en Puerto Rico. We met some boys in Puerto Rico. Okay, so how would you conjugate now conocer in past tense? Okay, the ending is, according to the table, imos or amos. Ellos what? They left to walk, or they went out, salir, to go out. Ellos salieron a caminar. Alicia, third person, llamar, llamó a sus abuelos. Graciela, leer, leyó una revista. Y ustedes, plural of you all, y en comer, hicieron. So this exercise, I must admit that even though the sentences are short, there are quite several exceptions to consider. But the idea is to memorize the ending of the sounds and continue practicing with those ending of the sounds and see how this Spanish begins to settle in past tense. Okay, so we're gonna finish here for today. Thank you.